Hey, what is up, everybody? Michael Crump back here again, talking about the latest and the greatest in PlayStation homebrew news and much, much more. So recently, we've seen a GitHub repo appear by Idle Sauce, and it allows you to now patch some of the PS4 fake package games that we had in order to run the downloadable content. And that's exactly what we'll do today. So let's just go ahead and look at the project README. This project has had a bunch of updates to the README, as well as there was a more technical problem or a bug fix that was fixed right here, but a bunch of edits to the README so far, and that's because this is a little bit complicated in order to get everything up and running. So the very first thing that you will see that has been added was this right here, that this project is very much in an experimental stage. Don't expect it to be reliable. Now, it does state right off the bat that there is a few things that is needed in order to get this running. So one of them being IDE Pro 7.5 with this GitHub project right here's plugins installed, and you'll need Python 3.9 or 3.10. I have only been able to get this to work with 7.2 and a full install of 7.2. Some of you that are trying this with IDE Pro 7.5 or 8.3, that is more of these kind of copied folders and you just double click on IDE and it runs. That's not the version that's just going to work with this. So in other words, these portable versions of IDE Pro do not work. You will need the full installer. And again, I used IDE 7.2 and I used Python 3.9. And the very next thing on the list is this tool that was by Modded Warfare. It's just called PS4 Patch Builder. You definitely don't want to visit this very first link here. This is for PSX hacks because they make you sign up in order to download it. So you will want to use this second one right here, which is just this Mediafire link. Once you download this, this will give all kinds of alerts in Windows with their virus scanner. So you will need to either turn that off or temporarily disable it in order to get PS4 Patch Builder up and running. And then the very last thing that you'll need is this thing called self-util. Now there's actually a couple of different tools that you can use for this. One of them that I use is really just this one over here from Retro Gamer 74. This is pretty much one of the more popular ones. And if you just go over here to the releases, you can download the executable, and this just runs on the command prompt. Okay, so heading back over to the project page, the first thing we do need to do is we will need to get these plugins copied over. So if you head to this site right here, and you just go ahead and download the zip file for whichever version that you're using. If you're using IDE 7.0 to 7.2, you'd obviously use that one. Or if you're using 7.5, then you will obviously use this zip right here. So in this instance, I have went ahead and navigated to where I installed IDE 7.2 at, and then right here is the contents of that zip. And we're just going to copy all of these files, and we're going to replace all of the files in the destination. And you might have to hit continue on a few of these. Now, you want to double check that you've got Python already installed. And obviously you can do that by heading over to the command prompt and just typing in Python. Now, I am using 3.9 because when I was researching all of this, that was what everybody was saying to use. Now, others have said that it works with 3.10 and 3.12. I haven't confirmed that personally, but I would at least recommend 3.9.0, but I would not use the very latest version of Python. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to take a PS4 fake package file and we need to extract the eboot.bin from it in order to sign it. So what I have right here is I just have a base package of a game, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that over here in PS4 Patch Builder. So as you saw just a second ago, I just dragged and dropped it and put it right here. And then from there, you can go to the extract the package. And then we are looking for the eboot.bin file. Just go ahead and put a check mark on that and then click where it says export files. Okay, so once you click that, you can go ahead and close out of it. And you're going to have this new folder here, which has a dash patch, and then an image 0, and then an eboot.bin file. Now we're going to use the self-util right here by just copying it into this folder. Now I'm just going to come right up here and click, and we're going to type in cmd and press enter. We're now going to type selfutil.exe and then the eboot.bin and press return. And now we have our eboot.l file. So let's go ahead and let's open up IDA Pro, and in my instance 7.2. So now I'm going to go to File, and then we're going to go to Open, and we're just going to navigate inside of that folder, and we're going to select the L file here, and then press Open. Okay, now if you see this screen right here, which says PS4 main module, then you are in terrific shape. If yours only has something like this right here, that is not correct. You are going to want to use the one that says PS4-main module-ASLR. Then from there, you're just going to press the OK button. And now it takes quite a bit of time. It says loading the file into the database. After a couple of minutes, it will eventually complete. And so this is what it looks like when it completes. Now, again, this is going to be overwhelming for the vast majority of us that don't work or do things in this part of the industry. But here is what it looks like once it's all set up. Now, if we switch back over to the GitHub release notes, we can see that we've already completed a couple of these already. So we've already completed this first one to extract the eboot.bin from the update or a base package if you don't have an update, and on fself it, load the eboot in IDA, and then again, make sure you select the PS4 main module ASLR, and then it says wait for the analysis to finish. And then it says go to File and then Script File and select the Python script from this repo. And it says following the instructions, if it says or patching complete, then you're good. Otherwise, this won't work. So let's head back over to IDA, and we're going to go to File and then Script File, and we're going to use the eboot.patcher. And well, this is where my journey ends, at least with the game that I was going to test for this video. And well, if it had have worked, and apparently there is some games that this already works on, one of them being House Flipper. There was a release for this one that also has all of the DLC. But if it works, it does tell you that the patch-in is complete. Now, there's a few other steps that you need to do, but I believe I probably got you to the point to where if it is going to work, you will be able to be successful with it. Thank you so very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Michael, out!